Hello boys, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Switch. 100% playthrough, that is, of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. For the last video, we left off doing some more Lorule map shenanigans and trying to get through all the stuff, and also having the bug with my cord again. I promise you, it's hopefully fixed this time. Okay, I'm joking, it's still the same video, but I hope it works better this time. In the last video, we finally got all the costumes from this map, so now we're cleaning up Skulltulas, and then eventually I'm gonna do the thing I said I would do and just linearly go for each row at a time so I don't have to immediately keep back a bit more in my guide again. Because that will make it a lot easier. Anyways, I'm getting deja vu, like we've been in this map before. Oh yeah, actually, we have been in this map before because we literally did it. Yes, did it just last episode. This was the map we played before hopefully it works better this time around. Okay, because of the way they're split, I think it's actually better that we go over here instead. Defeat them. Anyways, this one we didn't actually get the A rank, so we actually need not just 1200 but 1600 troops. So I guess I could have gotten the AXP boost, but I was so confused about what was happening before, like with my card and all the other stuff. I figured I'd rather do this instead. Alright. Not sure if I want the messenger to just immediately reach this, so we're gonna stop this one. Probably let the second one get over there. Then go to our commander. That not fade out by the way is completely normal. That's part of the game, if anybody wonders. Anyways, yeah. I'll just decide we should be actually focusing on it. But honestly, I guess now that I think of it, it's interesting to talk about different stuff sometimes, because after all, this is actually quite repetitive. But that's one thing I am going to say, and I feel like probably everybody else that has tried to 100% this game will say the same thing, is this game is quite repetitive. It is the very same loop over and over again. These special missions that somewhat change up the gameplay and give you different difficulties, those are the only thing that change. Everything else is about the same, if not exactly the same, in fact. Because in the end, you are pretty much facing the same enemies. Sometimes different, but otherwise, really the same game through every single map, except when you have to do something different. Anyways, this one is a little bit different. This one requires us to capture 5 creeps without using troops instead, which I did a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll just start capturing the keeps one at a time and hope for the best. I'm gonna take them top first in case we need to do something else, but otherwise we'll just have teleporters set up. Just south of the Allied base. Okay, that's perfect. That's right next to teleporter anyway. Anyways, it's been decided I'll probably be just getting all the keeps done first. That's how we'll get our 16 troops, because we should easily get that just doing that. Well, this is gonna play out first, so we don't know if the Skulltula will show up or not. We have to capture pretty much almost all the keeps. It seems like this is taking a while. Because I accidentally set up the run. Here's good grief. At least get this aiming then. Oh my gosh, it's doing as much of a delay as I possibly can. We straight up do have to capture all the keeps or something. I could have sworn I did this correct. Actually, wait. Well, we could look at the body eventful and check Skulltulas if we really need to. Yeah, it is keeps. The world. Alright, so they just make you capture every keep in the freaking world on this map just to get this done. So yeah, Lil, 100% keeps mission there. Lily had to capture every single keep on the map to get that one done. Yeah. I know there's a few people... Oh, what? Oh, this is... Oh, it's actually just this area. But it's still... But that actually makes it even closer to base. Yeah, I don't care all you go on Captain. How about we just defeat the boss and end this? Why not? Because I've had about enough, and this is the Ganondorf theme, so we have to face good old Ganondorf. Ganondorf, or whatever his name is. Yeah. I do that a lot, by the way. I forget what my dad calls him. I know Dad calls him something completely different, too. But, my dad, that is. Alright. Interesting. We'll have to go to the last map on this to find the rest of the Skulltulas. Anyways, once we do this, we'll be basically going back to linear progression and really just doing each map one at a time until we get all this stuff done. But we'll skip one on the way, though, the one that's the boss, so we can do that roll last, or rather, do that battle last. Anyway, let's do this one now. The one that requires King Dampinese to be used normally, except we already did that, so I'm gonna do something different instead. So this is the only mission we get a chance to use Ravio in the enters. Let's ESV Accelerator up and actually use Ravio, since this is the only other time we can really use them in a map. So we'll do that, so we can get a bit more boosts, and we'll throw Ravio and Uga together in case we want to use either of them. Because we need to get the 255 out of the end of the map anyway. If not, we'll probably do it elsewhere, or even just use... If I don't get the characters all the way up to 255, that's probably where we're going to use the training thing, or whatever it's called, to boost them up to 255 then. Oh, this one again. Oh, so we get to weaken all the captains again. One down. We can defeat the second one, we'll only have one powered up captain for the battle, and then from there we'll just attack them normally. Okay, we want to defeat this guy first, actually, while he still attacks. This soup needs to die. Thank you very much. Actually, doing so. Don't worry, by the way. The problems I have in my card before, they are fixed. And yeah, that's the easy way of getting that mission done. You can just charge right in, destroy them all right away. Interesting though, if you do that, some Aaron troops become stronger. Interestingly enough. Oh, this one's different. Okay. This one requires us to use special attacks, actually. That was a good amount. With that. Alright, well I should have gotten it down. Now we go here and get the item and we'll be done. Easy enough. Oh, it's this one again. Troops got weakened again. Slowly but surely need to be... Ah, there we go now. Gained morale. This is the one where they lost morale due to the strength of the forces. Oh, he tried to... I saw you, Skull Kid. You tried to do the laser attack there. How about I show you true magic then? There's not really nearly as many troops as I want. Trying to go around and defeat at least 50 troops so I can get this take out so bad eventually. There we go. Done with that. Alright, so that alone gave Ravio about 253, which was a lot better. I only did it because I saw that that was a 60 mil mission. Alright, that gave him Ravio's face on the... Gave us Ravio's face on the actual station, which is pretty cool. And now we get to do the linear path. What I mean by that, I mean by actually going around and checking each path one by one, making sure we got absolutely everything. We've missed quite a few stuff, including a couple Ravio heart containers we completely ignored. So let's start by defeating the shuffling forces up here instead. We have to use Yuga. Can't tell if this is a red mission because we don't get told about it. But we'll throw Ravio and Yuga together just so we can get them both some experience. Alright, so this will be the last time I have to move up my nursery on my guide. So now I'll make going through this a lot easier. And we ought to go side of the map first anyways. This one is kind of annoying to do, because you pretty much have to defeat the troops, or they'll just keep shuffling around instead. Sometimes you can get lucky and just defeat the right one right away, but it's very rare that that even happens, and every time you mess up, they shuffle around. Go. Alright, now we get to defeat the real Dark Principles. Ravio happened to be right next to it, which was convenient. Alright, here's the magic tubes. Now we have Dark Volgas to defeat. Rather spell first. Yeah, I know. Hey, game. I know what to do. You know what to say that. Get rid of the doubles, because we're already defeating magic troops here. Alright. There should be another one that disappears. By the way, if you're nearby them when they disappear, you can see them just vanish like poof, like that. No, we're gonna try it. Nope, didn't work. He was a double, so he vanished. I think we're getting really lucky. Really, all the doubles so far have been right next to him, so he's been the one that's actually. It's the site Yuga doing the work. Most of the work here. Okay. Whatever. Is what it is. We're gonna have to use Ravio on the next mission anyways, because Ravio is required for the next one. Alright. So here we go. Done with that. This is the one where we missed the A rank on. Oh yeah, I picked someone other than Ravio probably. So yeah, let's do that. Quick. And we can check that as well if we need it. But it should be fine. We get another quiz. Action this time. There we go. If the one gets dizzy, that'd be meddling. Gets dizzy regularly. She uses her attacks. So, depending on what she does, you would only know that if you played as her. Okay, well, I guess she did just get dizzy there, so yeah, that works. Alright, that didn't take too long. Alright. Beat the one who hides in a picture frame. That'd be Yuga. Alright, there we go. That didn't take too long. Hit the one who rolls a bomb. Well, that's this character. In fact, I can roll a bomb right for you to prove it. Like that. I was about to say, I was hoping he would do it too, but no, he wanted to do the ice beam this time. Okay, that works. So yeah, that was obviously Ravio that we had to defeat there. By the way, I should actually show you the drops from these characters, because like I said, since they are special characters, they don't actually give the correct drops that they would normally give. Instead, they give a different character's drops instead, because they're technically DLC. They were intended to be defeated that way. So when the character drop actually appears, it should be something completely different. So, like, we got real scale from, I think, either Yuga or Ravio, one of the two. A Ganondorf's Gauntlet from Yuga. That actually would make most sense if Ganondorf's Gauntlet was dropped by Yuga. That is an assistant of Ganondorf, so that would make a lot of sense, actually. Alright, and we get to use the baby Malamai again. It does not look like a Mother Malamai, it's too small. But it is what it is. This is our first time doing a newer Skulltula mission. Not our just normal 12-hour mission, so we're not using our buff. We'll pretty soon be getting into the harder parts of the map again now, and once that happens, we're gonna be using XP Accelerator a bit more frequently, maybe, to make sure that we hit this level with certain characters. Ooh, we start really cornered here. And on top of that, it's a fighting that has begun in various locations mission again. Once Minda fighting on her own turf for once. Sort of. It actually is to be a leader of the Twilight too, but this is one of the first areas you fight her in the actual storyline. Speaking of which, if anybody has not watched my part of the playthrough where I do Legend of, please take a look at it. This game is really great, and I pretend that everyone experiences the storyline at least a little bit. Yes, I do play on easy mode at first, but that's part of 100% anyway, so I figured just doing it on easy mode first is easier, because then you don't have to do that later, and it'll make the harder difficulties more easy later on. Because really all the difficulty does is take increased damage. Of course, in hard mode, that's really bad. This is how much damage you take fast. Okay, I helped out one of the groups by just taking out all those dark nets that were trying to attack him. Alright. Now you need to save the rest of them up top here. Southeast of Hilltop Keep. But that's not Bridge Keep, so I guess we're fine. So now we know Bridge Keep is the one we need to be careful of. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now let's not try to visit the enemy right away, okay? Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption to make, Minda. Let's try to keep that keep, maybe. I'm gonna go here instead. You're not just lost, Linkle. You're right in the enemy territory there. I hope you'll be fine, buddy. I'm gonna do something different. Because of how many groups are here, I'm gonna just try to focus on actually taking out the major troops we need first. For fun. Also to get this mission done a little bit sooner. It'll take a bit longer without the boost, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. And while that's going off, we're just gonna take this keep to get the remaining KOs we need. One cell, and then we can go for the... Turns out Hilltop Keep is right here, so it's not actually that bad. So I guess I could have just done it right away. So this be southeast of Hilltop Keep, which is right here. We're also starting to learn a bit more where the teleport should be used, so going over there. Minna also gained another level from this battle, so that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's see who we have to fight as the actual commander. Oh, surprise, surprise, it's Zan. The one Minda has to fight quite a bit here, that's for sure. Dare oppose the Twilight, you shall bow down before me. And there we go. I will agree with you, Yuga. That one will be truly unique baiting. That Zant. Maybe you're creepy at that, because his face looks so crazy. Creepy, that's for sure. Alright. I'm done with that. Alright, so far this has been going a lot better for my feed, at least. I mean, like, my actual video feed, as. Pretty soon I'm going to be getting a new computer, but also a new setup to replace that too, so hopefully that will finally fix that. Anyway, we have to do this mission again, because it's a double Skulltulas mission, so we get to do this a second time. I don't know who to use anymore. We're starting to run out of characters that we can use here. I haven't used Landa much today. Let's use her for a bit. Why not? Just for some fun. We need to kill enemies with Focus Spear. Whoa! What? A change? A change? They use Focus Spear? Say what? I think that's the first time I've seen a mission like that appear. Okay, I had to actually check this to make sure I'm not, like, being bluffed here or faked out. Yep, they'll defeat 100 enemies with Spirit while losing 100% of your health. So we actually are forced to use the XP boost here, basically, to get the Skulltulas. Of course, we know it's going to be in the same location, so now that we know about that, we can prepare for that ahead of time. So I use this first magic to defeat the troops here. I like doing this here, by the way, because I don't want to have to go back all the way over here to set up our commanders. So just annihilating all the troops here makes the most sense. It's easy enough to do, and keeps our troops safe. I know we don't have to get any more, but I like doing it anyways because it makes it easier. Then after this, we defeat the actual opponents. Oh, we got box strats. It's so easy to accidentally do that one attack setup, and yeah, this is one of longer attacks, and you can't even dodge out of it, so it's kind of tedious, and you want to avoid it at all times if you can. But it's super hard when our attacks are super fast, though. That's Lana for you. Alright, let's go like here, maybe. That will maybe hit some troops on the other side. By the way, don't even try using this. Oh, box strat again. Alright, now we can actually, start playing this mission properly. Yeah, more captains are funny, you don't have to tell ya. Fighting has begun at various locations mission. Better often known as the missions where the hiding captains just keep on losing because they cannot keep themselves alive. That's literally what it is. So predictable. Anyway. Well, since we need to do Focus Spirit for Mills, we should do this first to take this keep so it's not in our way later. before doing the last one, we need to actually use this once. So let's do it now. We can no longer use our magic anymore. Oh, we got box strats again. It's actually not bad for getting troops at least. But this attack is typically better at doing it. There we go. Well, we already got 100 hills almost immediately. That didn't take too long at all, did it? Now we just wait for the Skulltula to appear. You can sometimes take its sweet time here. Alright. There we go. Probably not gonna make it in time, but we'll see. Maybe we will. Okay, we just barely made it to hit Zap with the super magic attack. You know what, let's get him with the special attack since Lana's special attack is actually pretty strong. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, whatever, we'll just hit him with that instead. I was trying to finish off with a special attack, so maybe I could have used another one. Oh well, it doesn't matter really. Alright, second Skulltula out of the way. And so I'm just kind of mashing through the weapon selection now. Our characters are so strong they don't really need max level weapons. I even put out of my made to make sure most of them had at least 650 power weapons or better. Okay, so we missed one here by not using Tingle on accident. This is another one we probably just didn't have a good level for Tingle to do it, so I said, I'll do it with someone else and then do it later. Or I could have just straight up missed it, I don't know. But we'll get this done now with Tingle. If you want to see more of the earlier videos, just check back earlier in the hill and you'll probably find it soon enough. Just realized he's also purple too. At least the outfit he's wearing right now. Sure, we'll team up with Fabio. I think I'm not sure what Fabio materials give, but not like that matters because we pretty much defeated the other monsters already. One thing I have realized is there's only so many spots where the commander can be, so it's very easy to typically figure out. Okay, I think we got about a fair setup there. We defeated Yuga, which is unrivalable in this map anyway, so I guess it makes sense. Just realized I think Yunlink was one of the commanders, so we're fighting against him now. Next time we meet, I'll be sure to squash you with my opening move. Really? Yeah, I kind of destroyed you really quickly. You didn't even get to do a move at all, honestly. Alright. Okay, that was quick enough. Yep, it is. I was right. It was Yunlink. So we had to face our turn battle this time. I say your character is more like the best character. how broken he is when you control him. The CPU side, though, is just like any other CPU. Taken out pretty straightforwardly. Pretty powerful when we control him only, I guess. You could say that much. Got pretty exciting there, huh? Glad we got our rice. Yeah, that's correct, Wag. Hey, oh, it'd be dead. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely going a lot smoother. Honestly, about my cable problems, it's possible I might just need a new capture card. It's possible my capture card is getting really old because at one point and it didn't even show anything, so it's possible the capture card might need some fixing too. Anyway, looks like we need to do a Yuga battle, but but it's gonna be a little bit trickier than normal, so we should probably check what we need. So this is a heart container Yuga battle, but it's a 60-hour troop mission. So since it's one of those, we're gonna do accelerator. And yeah, Yu is one of the few characters that doesn't have a 4+ weapon, simply because the level 4 weapon I got on him was stronger than anything else we've gotten so far up to this point. So that's what I've been using on him for time, just to prove you do not need a multi-element weapon to do this. I think all it really does is if you are hitting a certain enemy's weakness, the weapon will change as it's needed for the battle to boost, oh, hell was that? Just kind of popped into existence there. Yeah, give me a minute. It's a magic up and take you out straight away. Oh, no, not this again. Okay, at least it's a normal mission, but anytime we have to... Oh, hang on. Whoa. Okay, there's so many here, I could probably get a bunch of troops just doing this again. Oh my goodness, look at that. That did not take long at all. We got pretty much 1,300 troops from one area. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Okay, we just need self-entrance key. Which entrance is more typically towards the right, I think. Because this is the temple right here. And there we go. Our forces are now improved like that. That didn't take long at all. See, I think they just doubted Yuga's abilities at first. That's why they were so weak at first. Now they are not anymore. Oh, we get Space Kyrium. By the way, if they actually do a remaster of this and other stuff, I think I've only mentioned this a few times, but one thing I like to see is actually the alternate skins for the characters and that actually change depending on which map you're on. So that means there should be some characters that we fight in here that actually have low map skins. I think that would make it more interesting. I feel like it would look cooler. Okay, alright, so this is where we find the item we need, but it's not like that's gonna matter in the long run. Because, yeah, we get other food already. But, yeah. This row we probably could have skipped normally, but we didn't have we didn't have this round done yet. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably be doing the Mad Duck of Spirit, not just doing nothing here. Oh, 5's our commander this time. Makes sense. Kyrium was also on the opponent's side, so I guess that makes a lot of sense here. get extra troops just to make sure my focus sphere lasts long enough. And that did not last long at all. Alright. Yuga's done. He has done it. And yeah, this is as much hulls as we wanted. Oh well. Probably because there was not nearly as much troops to defeat there. Oh wait, okay, we are missing quite a bit of stuff. Never mind. Still 2 full battles to do here. This one we did though. This one we haven't. Oh, we have to use a boulder thing first, which is, I think this typically? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, the power glove. Now we need to hunt down and defeat our foes. What does it say again? Rabio. Surprise, surprise. It's one of those two again. This one's just hunt down and defeat your foes. It's again our weakest character, so we'll keep using him so that he can be powered up. Or experience. Again, if we ever do encounter, we're probably mostly done with those sessions now, but yeah, if you were to encounter one of those defeat the enemies, defeat as many enemies as you can missions, then we'll just have our second character be a character. Let's just do this. Easier. Oh, that was the wrong attack. Given the way this area has been going for maps, I would be surprised. That didn't take long at all. Okay, Yumik is a bit closer to the next opponent, so we'll do that. Him instead. Instead of just doing the normal trick this time, we will use Focus Spirit. There we go. Now it's transformed right in front of him. So we become Fierce DD Ring. That'd take long. Just got 50 troops in time. Okay, that only moved a little bit. But it was fun to at least try to get some experience there. There's challenge bad. Oh, okay. I accidentally used the attack. Sometimes when you mash the button to remove the text, you'll use your attack on the frame that you use that. So if you're in Focus Spirit, you'll just do a special, which is kind of funny to see happen sometimes. Alright, oh wow, we missed quite a bit near the starting area, but that's mainly because we didn't even have access to Yuga, probably. Which makes a lot of sense. Alright, so I guess let's do those first. Gotta get Yuga some heart containers after all. It's another one of those team up with the enemy forces. This time we're controlling Yuga, so we'll see what we get this time. Since I don't really need any of the materials, I'll just go for speed here. They're about even speed, honestly. Okay, this feels kind of weird to do since we're episode, but considering we were playing, but it is what it is. Let's see what we made our rival. Oh, just Twilight Minda, okay, not. Hey. Okay, now this makes a lot more sense. Thrall and Yuga fight quite a bit in the Link to Chain Worlds, that's for sure. So it makes sense that we should take out Link at the very least. would have also made more sense, but anyway, that didn't last long. He tries his hardest, but yeah, doesn't work really well. And also, Ravio's now been added to our team instead. Gonna take out these enemies mostly for extra experience. Okay, well, they left the battlefield almost immediately. And Link basically cloned himself there. He has a Dark Link right next to him, and simply just became stronger normally. But Link also did that. Had to take long. Alright. Sure, I've defeated a lot of enemies. It's almost like you're a hero. Alright, there we go. Okay, then last one. Because we got a little bit of a shorter video last time. Let's do one more battle and then call it for the video. So it'd be this one. Actually, oh yeah, there's this other one we have to do first. Let's do that first, actually. Stop the enemy merger. This may or may not be the first battle, I have no idea. Let's just actually pick Link. Actually, picking the other characters takes a really long time. It's quite boring when you're gonna end up using Yuga anyway, because you want to get experience. Yeah, I meant we. Here's Yuga. Well, that didn't take long to damage it. I think this is in the easy part of the map, so this is probably not going to take very long at all. But it also won't give us much experience because it's weak. By the way, if anybody wonders why I keep talking about specific areas of being harder than others, well, that's because they actually are color-coded. When you first start the map, they have 3 initial colors. Black, better known as the color you always start on, is the starting area, and is the easiest area. And then green is the next easiest, well, hardest after that. Those enemies are typically weaker and don't take as long to defeat or just don't have as much HP. So they can be defeated pretty easily, even with level 1 heroes. Yellow, then eventually purple and orange are the medium difficulty ones. The enemies are slightly harder, but they are typically still pretty easy. And blue and red are the hardest maps, with blue being slightly hard, the red maps being the hardest of all. And also, as you go further, you go from the regular maps, you also go from having 1200. Let's do another map, actually, while I'm explaining this. I said I was going to make this a bit longer. I should probably fulfill that. Why not? Let's use King Daphnes. We haven't used you much. Anyways, in addition to making the enemies more stronger, having more health, and be more tedious to defeat, additionally, blue and red maps, well, all maps against normal normal enemies will also require you to defeat 1,600 troops at once. I'm gonna just go for these guys over here quickly. Anyway. Yeah, got that in. But yeah, not only do they take longer to defeat, okay. Alright, there we go. Anyway, in addition to being slightly harder to defeat and other stuff, red and blue maps will have you defeat 1,600 troops for an A rank versus black and greens 1,000 and yellow, purple, and orange is 1,200 troops. So it's also harder to A rank them in general, and sometimes the enemies deal a lot more damage. And there's also what's called a special limits up, or I guess this is only really visible if you're trying to defeat battles at low levels, but if you do not have enough level or attack power for a certain mission, your attacks will do all chip damage, and in response, depending on the set, enemies may do a lot of damage to you in response, sometimes even dropping you down in like 2 or 3 hits. But no matter what, even if you were to be defeated, you will first fall to 1 health left, and only after that will you actually be defeated, so you won't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's a big deal actually. It makes certain missions harder, and if you don't know about that, you can just waltz right into an area like, oh, this is a red mission, but I thought this map was gonna be easy because we just did missions and they were pretty easy. And then you'll get destroyed in like a few minutes and be like, okay, well, I'm not doing that again. So if anybody is very confused about the difficulty, now you know how it works. If you're still really confused, just start up a new playthrough, beat the first Legend Mode mission, and then just go straight to Adventure Map from there. You could easily see what I mean by the cover difficulty. If you can use that to your advantage, then you'll know exactly where to go at what time, and that's typically how you're supposed to progress first time you play. Anyway, all jokes aside, I think we've been going for far too long, so it's about time we ended this episode. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. We're 89% done with the map, by the way. So yeah, we're getting pretty close, but there's still a lot to collect. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.